Elon Musk is one of the wealthiest people in the world. He is also viewed as one of the most prolific, if not controversial figures in recent years. Before getting where he is today, he was just a kid who loved playing with computers. In fact, he was able to sell his first computer software at a young age. Who knew that it would be a stepping stone to success? This video will discuss the secret behind Elon Musk's mindset and motivation. What drives him to make an impact on the world? What inspires him as one of the leading figures aiming to shape the future, for better or worse? We'll discuss all of this in the video right now.
So quitting is not even like...
It's not in my nature. And I don't care about optimism or pessimism.
Of course, we're going to start from the beginning. Elon Musk was born in South Africa in 1971. His mother, May, is a dietitian and a model, and his father, Errol, was an electromechanical engineer. It is believed that young Elon was immersed in the world of science, technology, and innovation at an early age. As a child, he was known for reading books, even to the point to where he read them faster than the average human. You name the type of book, there might be a good chance he read it. Anything from science fiction to textbooks, Elon would often learn something from it. It was perhaps why he developed such an intellect while cultivating the ability to become an innovator. One of his most significant setbacks as a child was the divorce of his parents. This exposed him to situations where hardship, change, and the pain all existed, helping him become more resilient and willing to adapt to whatever change was suddenly thrown his way. This may be one of the building blocks of his mindset when he became immersed in the innovation and business worlds as he got older. He knew that things could change at a moment's notice, and if that were the case, he'd be ready to make the necessary adaptations. Elon's education began in South Africa, where he attended the Waterkloof House Preparatory School. He would soon participate in Pretoria's Boys High School. During his time as a student, he achieved high marks. After his high school years, Elon decided to attend college in Canada. He was a student at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. However, Elon decided to continue his education in the United States, at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. By the time he finished his higher education, he was able to acquire 2 bachelor's degrees, the first one in physics and the other in economics. However, getting the degrees wasn't that easy. To pay off his tuition, he hosted house parties. These weren't ordinary house parties. The venues were held in large houses where you had a ticket to get in. And since they were pretty significant, Elon charged top dollar for them. Aside from that, he was also able to write a business plan for an electronic book scanning service. At the time, this seemed like a mind-blowing idea, especially at the time when Jeff Bezos was in the process of getting Amazon off the ground. Remember when Amazon started as an online bookstore? Now it's basically an everything store. During his time in college, Elon interned at 2 startups in Silicon Valley. He had intended to pursue a doctorate at the nearby Stanford University. However, he decided to forego his education to ride the internet wave. Elon believed that there was a much greater opportunity to be had, and it would lead him to veer off the course from his original intention of pursuing a much higher education. His intuition was proven to be correct. Because he saw the internet as a potential tool to change the future, 2 days after being accepted and eventually deciding not to attend Stanford, Elon applied for a job at Netscape. Sadly, he never heard from them at all. The same year, he was instrumental in creating a software known as Zip2. His brother Kimball and their business partner Greg Corey were tagging along with him. The idea of Zip2 was to develop a complete city guide with all kinds of contact information for local businesses, maps, directions, and more. The software was sold to newspaper companies who had already established their online presence. Musk would spend a lengthy period coding the site throughout the day and night. The sacrifice and hard work he had put in had yielded success, which gives us a glimpse into another piece of his mindset. Good things don't materialize at the snap of a finger, nor does it occur overnight. Elon put a lot of time and money and effort into Zip2. At the same time, he believed in opportunity. Knowing that the internet was growing in popularity, he noticed the industries embracing it. He also knew that many people had access to news in their local area, and it took a click of a mouse to get it. At the time, there was no Google Maps, Yelp, or anything to help people find a place to eat on a Friday night. Or there was little to no internet reliability when finding the best place for flowers. With Zip2, Elon was marketing this software to newspapers, perhaps knowing that people were looking for more than just news in their local area. In 1999, the company was sold to Compaq for $305 million, and that put Elon and his brother Kimball on the radar as millionaires. If you remember this clip from a CNN documentary on internet entrepreneurs, Elon reaped the rewards of his early success. He purchased a McLaren, one of the fastest cars in the world, and perhaps one of the most expensive. He was enjoying the moment. Elon's hard work paid off, and he could treat himself how he wanted to, simply proving that it does pay off. At the turn of the new millennium, Elon Musk was hungry to make a splash in the internet world. After selling Zip2, he saw an opportunity to change an entire industry. One of them was banking. He believed that it was possible to create a full-service online financial service. Using the money he made from the Zip2 sale, he founded X.com, and it would soon become a federally insured bank, and nearly 250,000 customers will soon be on board. This version of X.com would be known as PayPal, and by this version, it wouldn't be the last time we have ever heard of it. A few years later, Elon decided to take on a new approach: space. At the outset, he planned on funding a project to construct a chamber for plants on Mars. But soon, Elon decided to pivot and do something better. They were building rockets that were more affordable to perform tasks in space. And thus, Musk decided to start the company known as SpaceX. Elon was motivated that space exploration didn't have to be held back by red tape or specific roadblocks, such as government entities. He believed that without being restrained, he could make it possible. He knew that rockets could be built with less money, and soon, SpaceX began a series of launches throughout the 2000s. Many failed and others were a success, a further testament that with success comes failure. Meanwhile, opportunities would arise. Musk was motivated by solving some of the world's pressing problems. Internet access was hard to come by in remote locations, and even if it were, it would be expensive for various reasons. Thus, Starlink was invented so people who lived in these areas didn't have to cough up a lot of money for good quality internet access. It was also valuable when communication systems were often compromised due to conflict, with one prime example being the conflict between Russia and Ukraine in 2022. Elon also began working on Tesla, which he believed would be a game changer for the automobile industry. With electric cars growing in popularity today, Elon was ahead of the game as the company was founded in 2003. Today, the vehicles are built with plenty of impressive features. Elon believed that it was possible to create a car that was outside the box. For example, who would have thought that a car would have been built in a HEPA filter, or built in a system that would allow you to safely drive through areas with hazardous materials in the air, only not to see a single one enter your vehicle. Neuralink is another brainchild, no pun intended, of Musk. His goal is for the brain and artificial intelligence to work together to cure various health issues that affect the brain, such as Alzheimer's, dementia, and others. With the human body and technology coming together, this obviously led to controversy and debate. Some say that Neuralink was invented for tracking and mind control. However, this wasn't the only controversies he was linked to. In 2022, Elon decided to purchase Twitter, and soon after, he decided to free the bird and replace it with X. Another version of X.com was soon born, only this time, it was a social media platform that Elon believed would promote free speech. He would quickly reverse the bans of several controversial figures, including former President Donald Trump, who was previously banned after the events that took place at the US Capitol building on January 6, 2021. While he claims to be neither a Democrat nor a Republican, Elon believes that free speech is essential and the woke movement is dangerous. For that reason, he was reviled by those on the left side of the political spectrum. Thus, Elon saw significant problems in the world, and as he usually would, he would find a solution to a problem that would affect many people. In this case, the social media platforms curtailed what people can or cannot say. The company's value plummeted after Elon bought Twitter and changed it to X. Elon didn't sound the alarm or anything. He knew a lot of people would go against it. And quite frankly, he didn't care. As part of his mindset, he knew that such decisions will not be popular with many people, and he knew that it was okay to take risks. Thus, it proves that you too can take risks to achieve a specific goal. If people disapprove, they obviously don't fit the mold of your vision anyways. While Elon Musk continues to change the world for the better, he faces challenges. He knows that despite being one of the wealthiest people in the world, he will continue to succeed, fail, face blowback from controversial decisions, and so much more. But one thing's for sure, he keeps going. He's not intimidated by his naysayers. Elon Musk presses on and moves forward with what his next challenge is. If you like this video, we appreciate you checking out the YouTube channel Endless Potential. There, you will learn videos on how to build your wealth, become more masculine, and so much more.